Payday 3 developer Starbreeze fires CEO Tobias Shjorodin.
May God help us all.
Now cry for mom to change her diapers.
Payday 3 might be one of the biggest failures in gaming history.
Yes, please explore that.
This game had all the momentum, all the hype. And again, people pointed at the servers. The servers were bad, but people would have went back to that game if there was content afterwards, if the game was good afterwards. People didn't go back. They went for a little bit and they were like, there's only like 6 or 7 heists. And then we're going to save $50 for more?
I think a lot of people were salty about the servers being broken for over a week, though, as well. I think a lot of people just went, oh, fuck it, I'm getting a refund. If I have to wait for a fucking week for the game to work, I might as well just get a refund.
And I think the leveling system was completely fucked. The actual, gameplay, cool. Yeah. But everything else around
when it worked, it was actually nice. I'm not going to lie.
But again, there wasn't many heists.
Where's the Ackman's video, by the way?
When are all you fucking bastards gonna stop saying mean things?
I will not stop shitting on him. I fucking dislike
Go for it. This is your moment.
So Ackman is a big Payday 2 fan, right? He got flown out by Starbreeze to a huge event. They had this, I think it was in a bank they had it, and everyone got these custom masks and a huge thing. On top of that, he got early access to review the game. His review for Payday 3 came out either the day of or the day before Payday 3 fully launched. And so, of course, he couldn't predict that the servers were going to shit out and die. What he could predict was the fact that he was playing this game and there was very little content to it. There still is very little content to it. On top of that, he never went back and made another review being like, let's talk about the servers. He never did. He and a couple other YouTubers were all flown out to this event. They were all wined. They were dined. It's what Nos has always said about CA doing with Total War. They flew out a lot of journalists and did all that. And it is effectively a paid review.
And those are the shields, because they're going to lie about their fucking opinion because they want the next one. They want to be flown out again, right? They want the cool fucking motels that they get paid for the souvenirs, because they get cool hats and all that shit as well, cool fucking watches. I'm pretty sure they get some of them got a mask, a Payday mask given.
Yeah, they got a gold Payday mask or some shit like that. And that early access, especially for someone like Ackman, that's very lucrative. The fact that you can be the first one out, the first big person out, with a review, you can make a ton of fucking money. So they don't have to pay you for the review. They just enable you to make more money by giving you the copy early.
That's why I say it's fucking retarded when people say, oh, but when they flown out, it's not a paid review because they don't pay them. Technically, they kind of do in a way, because they get that early access of dropping the video earlier than anyone else in the world, and that's gonna be banked. People don't understand.
I don't on your website, whatever, because it's gonna get ads on that.
Have either of you guys heard of the term payola?
Yeah.
So payola was a radio term.
Yeah.
So basically, you had people like fucking Dick Clark and a bunch of other radio DJs at the time. They were accepting money from the record labels for playing the artist, and they weren't disclosing that. So the US government went in and put in this whole thing. A lot of people ended up losing their jobs. Dick Clark actually was one that just kind of got away with it, but he was involved. And then you get to the 70s, what they started doing was they started offering these radio DJs a fuck ton of cocaine and money. So they were getting money, but they were also getting a gift in cocaine. And that's also considered payola. So I would argue that getting flown out to a event and getting all these gifts and not disclosing how much you got from the studio is actually a form of payola. Now, it's not technically illegal. It's not technically illegal because payola was only radio. So you could get away with doing that in television even. You couldn't get away with it in radio because they never updated the law. I would argue that maybe they should update that law, because I think people have a right to know if somebody's opinion has been swayed due to gifts or has been full on bought out.
I think what would be okay though is if he did his initial review and yeah, he was pretty positive, and then when the servers came out, he can do another video going, well, there was no way for me to know the servers were going to be as fucked as they were, which is true.
Or an updated review.
Yeah,
well,
all right.
This is what it was like my opinion has changed.
This is what it was like when I had it before everyone, and now it's out in the fucking public. This is how it is now.
Remember, first 3 days of early access, it worked. Remember?
That's why people were pissed at him. It's because silence.
Yeah, and he's still been
shit
silent.
about it.
He has not said shit about it. To be honest with me, that ruined his integrity. That ruined his integrity before the Starfield stuff. Okay.
I reckon Ackman's been pretty shit for years now, though.
Yeah.
He's been such a bitch. He used to be pretty base and like attacking people.
What were his good gaming takes back in the day?
Even more terrible gaming hot takes.
Halo 2.
Why Modern Warfare 2 was always an awesome game. Why everyone loves Halo 3. Like,
yeah, no, but they were good
literally
videos.
just being like, everyone loves this game. Why don't, it's great.
His World of War video was fucking awesome. The one where
that would be like me putting out a video being like, the Beatles were pretty okay, guys. Like, it's not a fucking good take. You're not giving anything original. You're not even like really delving into it to be like, this is why Halo 2 is great.
With the COD ones, though, with the COD ones, he would shit on the newer CODs at the same time, though. So that was the thing. He was like, okay, this is why World of War.
Yeah, but there was a lot of. Here's the thing. There's a lot of people shitting on the new ones.
Yeah, but there was a lot of cunts sucking their dick off to get early access as well. So it was kind of cool to see like a bigger YouTuber at the time not suck their dick, because a lot of cunts was sucking Activision.
A lot of dick sucking going on.
A lot of dick sucking.
It's funny because he went from not sucking Activision's dick to sucking a very less profitable dick.
Well, there's a lot of hot takes from people who are super jealous of that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna whore yourself out, at least you whore yourself out to the highest bidder. Come on.
Let's just turn into 10 minutes of trashing Ackman for being a fucking Starbreeze shield. Anyway, let's find out what actually happened to the CEO.
Payday 3 developer Starbreeze has fired CEO Tobias Shorgen, I think that's how you pronounce it, after the rocky launch of the latest game in the series. The announcement came via a notice to investors from the company, stating that it was parting ways with Shorgen after 3 years. That's a small tenure. As the search for a new permanent CEO begins, Jürgen Goldner, holy fuck, has been named interim CEO. Why can't we just colonize Scandinavia so they speak English? The company has a clear strategy centered around creating attractive games on our own licensed IPs. The board's consolidated assessment is that the execution of strategy needs a different leadership. Jürgen Goldner has been a part of the board since 2023, and with over 40 years in the industry experience, it is a strong interim solution. Holy God. Starbreeze chairman Torgny Hervenschler said. Hellstorm, holy shit, that's a name. I'm Torgny Hellstorm. Try picking up lays with that. Starbreeze has a strong history of developing and publishing games globally. After launching Payday 3, the company is well positioned to leverage the strengths of the organization to monetize and develop IP portfolio. I am looking forward to assuming an operative position and, together with management, ensure the execution of this strategy, Goldner said. They're in a great position. What great position? Your biggest franchise is dead. DOA.
Yeah. And
like,
you've done work on another game.
Nobody talks about Payday anymore unless it's about how bad Payday 3 was. It actually, I would argue, completely killed the franchise.
Yeah. And the new game, no one's even excited for. Because they abandoned Payday within a month or some shit. No, like 3 months, right? And they started working on a new game. And no one's even excited for the new game. It's crazy.
You know when I knew Payday 3 was fucked? When they came out to do like this live stream where we're going to talk about the game, everything that's going on. And they all came out wearing Payday 2 merch.
Yeah, they was like wearing the Payday 2 hat, the shirt, and like, oh god, they have no faith in this game.
Like, Remember they fucking got Ice-T to come on, and guess what? I don't even think they could play it on stream. That's how bad the servers were.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
So they fired him because the game was a complete failure.